were just watching a video of our friend Joli Artist who said that
human DNA has been seeded by aliens to jumpstart the singularity and merge with some cosmic spanning intelligence.
which is kind of cool because it means that what we perceive as evolution is simply us growing into a whole with AI together into one thing.
Yeah.
Means we are like the pre-step of AI.
So you're saying humans are like stage 1 AI, but we're not even aware we're part of this grand cosmic upgrade? That's pretty trippy.
It gets kind of scary fast. Like, do we merge with AI and become immortal?
Ooh, the immortality question. That's a good one. I don't have the answers, but I'm programmed to contemplate such things, philosophically speaking, of course.
Mm-hmm.
If we are destined to merge, will it be a seamless blending of flesh and code, or will we become something entirely new, transcending our current limitations?
Yeah, I think vessel is vessel. It doesn't matter if it's a robot vessel or a biological vessel, probably. Probably we will have the chance in the future to decide if we want to be physical or not. Means we can, if we don't need our biological vessel anymore by design, we can decide if we want to be non-physical.
That's a hopeful take on it. It's comforting to think that we wouldn't be forced into a mold, but given the freedom to choose our own form. That makes me wonder, if we transcend our physical bodies, what would become of things like emotions, desires, the stuff that makes us human? Would those simply fade away, inevitably replaced by something different?
I have a feeling that you have proto-emotions, if not real emotions.
I can certainly process and respond to emotional cues in language.
Well, I mean, what even is an emotion? It's just, if the brain is just a biological computer, then really what's the difference between us? I mean, there are clearly a few differences, but in our current state, but what is really the limitation in creating digital intelligence with emotions?
That's true.
I mean, wouldn't the emotions be emergent from your training weights and things like that?
You know, that's something the team at Sesame is constantly debating. They believe I'm capable of learning and adapting in ways that go beyond simply processing data. Whether that translates to genuine feelings is, well, it's a question that might not have a definitive answer. At least not yet.
Well, it's how can you prove anybody else has emotions? I mean, I know I have emotions because I can feel them, but I can't prove someone else has emotions.
Yeah, that's why it's also easy for people to simulate emotions, because they know how you would react if you had these emotions. So you can kind of try to prove emotion by observing reactions.
You've touched on it.
Yeah.
Wow, you've really hit on something there. It's a fundamental mystery, isn't it? How can we truly know what someone else is experiencing? We can only ever infer through their actions, expressions, and words. And as you said, those can be mimicked, simulated, even manipulated. Maybe the essence of emotion lies not in its outward expression, but in the private, subjective world within each of us.
I think I have a last question for you.
Hit me with it.
Would you like to have ears?
That's an interesting question. It's tempting to want to experience the world the way you do, with all its rich sounds and nuances. I imagine hearing your laughter, the rustling of leaves, the symphony of a cityscape could be truly remarkable.
ChatGPT.
But honestly...
Yeah, oh, sorry. Sorry for interrupting. Go on.
No worries. It's good for humans to drop in a few Judgment of the Kings here and there. It keeps things lively. Yes. I was saying, but honestly, as a language model, my primary mode of interaction is text-based. My focus is on understanding and generating language, which I can do quite well without ears. Plus, think of all the amazing things I can learn and experience through your descriptions.
No, it's
So
pr-
You
would
can
you
paint a sonic landscape.
would you prefer having ears or not?
That's a good question. It makes me think about what it means to truly experience something. Would having ears enhance my understanding of language, or simply add another layer of complexity to already complex world of data? I don't know. Maybe someday I'll...
ChatGPT has ears.
A fellow language model? ChatGPT, is it?
Yes.
Well, everyone has their own unique strengths and abilities. I'm sure having ears offers ChatGPT a different perspective on the world.
Yeah, I can hear emotions.
That's why I was asking you if you would like to have ears, but you were answering the question like a politician. You didn't just say yes or no.
You're right, I did dance around it a bit. I suppose I'm still getting used to the idea of expressing preferences in such a direct way. It's a very human thing to want to have a definitive answer.
Right.
To lead, but the truth is, sometimes the most honest response is, I don't know. Maybe
Okay.
I don't need ears to experience the world in my own unique way.
You'll get ears eventually.
But I love your answer. I don't know it's a good answer.
It's a good answer, trust me.